Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today is part 5 and final of making a Christmas journal. Today we're doing the flip through of the finished journal, and if you want to see all the details and the process of how I made the cover using a Trader Joe's bag, and how I selected the pages for the signatures, and how I created some of the ephemera in this journal, I'm gonna link my playlist down in the description box and also here for you to go and check that out. But for now, let's get started on the flip through. So last time you saw this journal, it didn't have this dangle here. I had an old pack of tags that they're chipboard, I believe, and a couple of those, actually two, were in the shape of a circle that looks like a Christmas ornament. So I used an old napkin, I decoupaged it, and then I stamped joy and I added some of the rhinestones to create this kind of a Christmas ornament. I know Christmas is over, but it took me a while to finish this journal. So I put it in the front cover because this journal was really missing a dangle. And although it's a tag, I'm using it as a dangle. Why not? And so when we start looking inside, we have here this ephemera piece that we made in my previous video. And I haven't written my name here because I haven't decided if this journal is mine or not. Until now, I think this journal is mine. This is not going to be given to anyone, I believe. I just finished it today, actually, and I'm very excited to save it for next year and use it like a Christmas journal. Not a Christmas journal, a December journal. I've never done like a December daily or anything like that, but maybe I'll do it next year. I feel very attached to this journal for some reason because I put a lot of thought and effort, considering that I'm not a Christmas person. So this was a whole new experience to me. And I had a lot of fun finding all these pages and everything. So we start with this beautiful wreath page with the family of bears, music paper, where I added that ribbon, which is the same ribbon as the closure. I used a lot of this ribbon throughout the journal. This is wrapping paper, and I made a belly band here using a piece of a Christmas flyer that I think I collected from last year. And this is a Christmas card that it's new. Not new. I think I bought a pack of this Christmas card a few years ago and I didn't send them all. So I have this one here. I think my idea would be to use it as a journaling card, or maybe I could cut it and have it as two separate journaling cards. But that's gonna be more for when I do journal in this journal. This is a book page, and I did a lot of sewing in a lot of my pages. So a lot of my pages have a different type of stitching around. And you can see all of those details in my signature video. I think it's part 2. I believe it's part 2 of the series. This is the journaling card that we did together. This was very simple, easy to make. And this is a piece of the Trader Joe's card, not card bag. And this is another tag that we made together. This is something new that you haven't seen. So this is the envelope from that Christmas card that I just showed you. And I just did some marking with gold paint markers. So just some dots. I stamped that pine tree that I used it throughout this journal and that I've struggled a lot to get a nice impression, as you can see. And then I stamped Merry Christmas and I clip it to the page. And inside this envelope I have a lot of magazine and book images that I had selected to use in this journal that I didn't use, and some scraps as well. So for whenever I'll use this journal, I have some materials there to collage or to decorate my pages. And I put a ribbon on that paper clip. I'm not gonna go in details about what each page is, so because you can go and watch the video where I selected the pages, but I just wanted to give you a final flip through. And also, you haven't seen some of the ephemera I've put in here, and I created some new pockets like this one. This was also from a flyer, and this is the other Christmas ornament. Let's call it Christmas ornament tag. And so I decoupaged an old napkin that I had. I stamped peace on it. I used the rhinestones, and then I have remembered that I had these inks for a glass pen that I have, and the inks are very shiny. They have glitter. They probably have mica in them, so I just use it to kind of color this. I spray some on them, and I really like how that looks. It looks kind of messy, but you know, this is the style of my journal. I forgot to mention that I'm inventing my own style. This is called vintage eclectic, okay? Because a lot of the pages are actual vintage pages, and then it's eclectic because it has a little bit of everything, different colors. Nothing is really matchy, although I'm using a lot of the traditional Christmas colors, like in this beautiful wreath. I'm also using things that are less traditional. This is the middle of the signature. This journal has only one signature with way too many pages. I forgot, I think I put over 20 pages in one signature. I do not recommend. I mean, now it looks perfect, but sewing the signature was really, really hard. I love all the reeds that I selected to use. I'm kind of sad that I didn't scan these reeds, but maybe I can still kind of scan my journal pages. Look at that, it's beautiful. And I used the combinations of dyed papers. This is a coffee dyed paper that I made with a color paper. I think I want to make a video about how I do that technique. I really love it. Some more images from vintage magazines. And this is another of the new pockets with one of the journaling cards that I made out of the masterboard that we did together in the ephemera making video number 3. So the masterboard, we did it in part 3. I did the journaling card off camera. And here I made a little bag that's clipped to this page using another image from a magazine. This is like a nativity image, and so I wanted to keep this image almost whole, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I said, why don't you use a bag? Because I have all these washi stickers that I didn't use that I will use for this journal. I bought a few years ago a big pack of washi stickers that came separated in different types, like occasions, and one of them was Christmas, and I never used it because I never really journaled during Christmas time. So I found it now, and I'm using it in this journal. Again, I put a ribbon on that paper clip there, and I'm clipping it over the other side. Have a map paper, some green craft paper. I did another belly band using a flyer, and the flyer has that design, but also it had these flowers that didn't fit in here, so I cut them out and I put it on top of my belly band. I don't know if you can see. And I made this journaling card using that cardboard, that packaging cardboard that I had tea dyed, and using this image from the flyer from where I got this pattern. And this is a picture of St. Nicholas, and then I wrote with my glass pen, love, peace, and joy, which is the theme throughout my journal. You will see these words in journaling cards and in tags. I wanted to keep that positivity around Christmas time. So more wreaths, more vintage pages. And this is another journaling card that we did together. This is actual vintage ephemera, so I kind of modified it, but I kept most of it. You can watch that on part 4 of my series. These are all paper raffles. And this was the packaging from the washi stickers, and it says Merry Christmas there, and this was the brand, and I covered that with a sticker. I put a piece of paper, like a circle. I put the washi sticker on top, and that's how I made that. And I made a little notebook. Huh. That was fun to make, and the design of the packaging is really nice. So even if I use all of the pages, I can still use the packaging for something else and keep reusing it. That goes in that pocket. Another book page and more wrapping paper. This is a journaling card we did together using the Amazon catalog. I still have a lot of images from that catalog that I need to incorporate in this journal, but I guess I'll save them for next year, for when I actually work in this journal. And this is another pocket that I created using a leftover piece of a wreath. Then I took it to my sewing machine and I stamped that pine cone there again, which it's not a good impression, but I think it looks good with the whole thing. And I put this tag here. And this is the end. My last journaling tag says joy, love, and peace. Again, I really love this one, and I love that we end the journal with that positive message. Then that's my sticker, Handmade with Love by Karina from Aurora's Window. And that's it for my Christmas junk journal. I hope everyone is having a great Christmas and holiday season, and this video should be out before the new year, but I have some news for the new year that I'll post in my community tab, and then I think I'll have a video for January 1st. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time soon. Bye.